so that we get to understand. And that is the interest rate calculations. Interest rates calculation. How do I start this so that can be well understood? Now, we have seen the interest rates that we get, and in the treasury bonds we said you invest, then wait for the interest to come, and which we said it is done in 2 installments per year. So you get to invest and wait for the interest to come. But the case is different here for the treasury bills, and this makes another major difference between the treasury bonds and the treasury bills. Other than the time, this is the other major difference between the treasury bonds and the treasury bills. And the difference is, in treasury bills, interest is paid upfront. I hope it's clear. Interest is paid upfront. So for bills, we say that interest is paid upfront. What do I mean? Let's say I invest 100,000. I'm investing 100,000. Let's just take a rate. This is just an example. We'll do some practical example using last week's rates. But this is just a simple illustration. Let's say I invest Kenya shillings 100,000 at a rate of 10%. Let's not factor in the tax so that we don't get things complicated at this point of explaining what we mean by upfront. So what is 10% of this is 10%. So what is 10% of 100,000? So 10% of 100,000 is 10,000. So my interest is 10,000. Let's say it is a 364 days treasury bill. So it means that if I invest 100,000, the interest that I earn in the 364 days is 10,000. But I will not invest 100,000. So majority of the investment that we are aware of, it would mean that I give 100,000 to the Central Bank of Kenya. Then after 364 days, I will be given 110,000. That is the 100,000 that I invested plus the interest. This is not the case for the treasury bills. Now, for the treasury bills, when we say that interest is paid up front, I want to invest 100,000 and get an interest of 10,000 after the 364 days. What you do is that, to delete it is to confuse. So when it comes to treasury bills, what you do is that your interest is 10,000 from the 100,000 for 364 days. What you will do today is that you will send 90,000 to the Central Bank of Kenya. Then, after 364 days, now you get back 100,000. I hope it makes sense saying that interest is paid upfront. Like you had 100,000 that you wanted to invest and even place a bid for 100,000. But the interest from that 100 is 10,000. So the 10,000 is the interest. So instead of waiting after 1 year, you get 10,000. What you do is set them 90,000 now, and you get 100,000 after the 1 year. So I hope you get the concept that interest rate for treasury bills is paid upfront. You tell them the amount you want to invest, they calculate the interest you are supposed to earn, then you will send the amount you wanted to invest less that interest rate, less that interest, meaning that you are left with your interest. You have already earned your interest. So that is what it means by saying that interest is paid upfront. Now, in this step of interest calculations, I want us to do some practical calculations, so that you see it is the figures that will help you make a decision, so that you see what you start to gain by investing in treasury bills, so that you decide whether it is worth, or for you it is not worth. So I will not just mention things and you are left thinking, what kind of figures do I expect if I decide to go into this kind of investment? And remember, I say that these passive investment avenues are just there to at least to make your money not to be subject to inflation, but it's not that it is a get rich quick scheme. So let's see what the